Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Pemko number 57SNV is what this is. This is a pretty typical surface-mounted door sweep. This is a 57. Let's cut the packaging back and take a closer look at it, which means that it is an aluminum extrusion and a vinyl insert in a satin nickel finish. So 57 is representative of the entire unit. The SN means satin nickel. The V stands for vinyl. And here's what we're dealing with. This is a bit of a unique door sweep. That's what a 57 is. And that's the SN finish, satin nickel. I've had people tell me that's not satin nickel at all. No, it's not. I mean, it's satin. What are what are we referring to? Satin nickel plating over solid brass. This is an anodized finish that the factory calls satin nickel, and people have groused that it's not a good satin nickel match, and I agree, it's not. So this video is to help absolutely show, hey, this is what satin nickel looks like from Pemko. The point of the matter is this is an anodizing process over aluminum, and is meant to be complementary. Complementary maybe at best. The good news is it's a lot closer to satin nickel than polished brass. So if you're doing satin nickel hardware or chrome, satin nickel, if you're doing chrome, you could possibly do clear anodized or even mill finish. But, when it comes to satin nickel, yeah, I would say that this is closer to satin nickel than than your other options. But I might come up with a new term, satin nickel equivalent, that kind of thing. But the point of the matter is they certainly are attempting to give the market what they'd like. This is a nice sweep in the sense that it's unusual in the fact that its vinyl flap, its vinyl insert, literally runs the entire back height of the aluminum extrusion itself. Okay, that's nice because when you attach it to the door, a relatively thin piece of aluminum like this will have maybe the tendency to belly from screw hole to screw hole, and running that flap all the way up, any water that hits the face of the door can get behind the door sweep and then, of course, come down. This is meant to mitigate that. So we don't sell a lot of 57s, but I would seriously consider using it as a primary sweep in residential applications because of the very fact that this flap goes all the way up, and it is a triple flap sort of arrangement. Okay. See if we can better illustrate the three flaps here. You've got the inside flap. You've got the outside flap there, then that middle flap. So triple flap. That's nice in the sense that it's going to help give you better coverage, obviously. Okay, those three flaps in the back. It will be black vinyl when it is in a satin nickel finish. If you were to order dark bronze, it would be black. If you were to order, if they make it in painted white, which they very likely do. Let's take a look and see what other colors they make this in. Finishes, according to the manufacturer's catalog that I'm looking at, would be A for mill aluminum finish, D for dark bronze, BSP for black suede powder coat, and then WSP white suede powder coat is what this would be. Okay. Now, there is an image down below this video that shows the important dimensional properties of this item, and you can see that it's 1 3/4 inch overall height. Okay, a little shy on that, but nonetheless, that's what they're saying. About 7/8 of aluminum. Well, substantially shy on that. 7/8 worth of aluminum, and then should have 7/8 worth of vinyl coming down, but it's Yeah, it's a little shy on that. It's probably closer to about 11/16 or 13/16, 3/4 inch of vinyl. This will have holes drilled and slotted holes, I should say, down the length of it. Those slotted holes are nice because it's there to help you account for a sill that's not level, or a door that's not plumb, or maybe when you've been pre-drilling the holes for the screws, that drill bit walked a little bit before it pierced in. That will allow you to tug that on there. The vinyl will have to be breached through because it's solid coming through on the back end of that slotted hole. Okay, so you have to cut all that through. This is listed in the site in lots of different lengths, everything from 2-foot to 8-foot lengths, and maybe by the time you're saying this will be in other lengths as well, longer. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know. Order the next longest piece or pieces, and simply indicate in the comment field the net length you'd like for us to cut the material back to, and we'll be happy to. That will give you that first slotted hole at the proper distance from the edge, but the proper center to center as well. And speaking of those slotted holes, screws are included in a complimentary finish. Probably number 8 by, or number 6 by 3/4, that sort of concept. Okay. Vinyl is not a great option as an insert material when it comes to durability. It certainly is a great option when it comes to cost. It would indeed be considered the least expensive option. And the fact that you see a triple flap in a vinyl, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't see a triple flap in silicone. There's no need, because silicone is going to be much more durable, or in polyurethane as an insert. UV will fatigue with exposure to ultraviolet, meaning daylight. If you are in the southern part of the United States, you know, you'll get a tan sitting on your balcony on an overcast day. So vinyl is, you know, the triple flap design, I think, compensates for the lower caliber of vinyl, but nonetheless, you know, it's relatively inexpensive, and it will be basically effective, is the bottom line. And if you're in a northern climate and it has a large overhang, I really wouldn't overthink it too much. It's a door sweep, and those triple flaps are really nice. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Pemko products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Any questions on the 57SN satin nickel door sweep or any other Pemko product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.